Cut it out. That tickles. Well, hey everyone. Got a lot of projects going on. Stuff I was hoping to have all finished so I could share them with you on today's video, but I haven't got there yet. Been busy as heck, day in, day out, working, getting stuff accomplished, moving forward like we should. Yesterday we had a rainy day, so we did errands all day. Got the Jeep in, had some work done, and now my truck is over there getting some work done. So we got company coming tomorrow, and they're going to be here for, I don't know, 4 days, I guess. And I'm not going to be sitting in front of the computer while we have guests at the cabin. So I'm just going to show you some of the things that we've accomplished, and then do a Q&A segment and a little bit of humor with some stuff that my subscribers share with me, and call it a day, and then pick back up next week and show you more of what we got going on. But we got those pines down finally, man. You know, we had that real big pine hanging heavy on the camp. Always worried about it. Lori and I were going to take it down a few times, and then it was a little gusty out and decided not to do it. So my good buddy come over, and we hooked a few different come-alongs to it. Decided might as well just go overkill rather than take chances. But both pines come down right where we wanted them. He helped me limb them up. We got all that limbed up. And then Lori and I cleaned it all up and got the logs in a pile. And we are ready. We're ready to move forward now. So then I'm going to take down a few cherry trees, which I'll show you. And then he's going to come over and he's going to stump it. And then I'm ready to build a workshop, man. Yeah. So I just want to show you quickly what we've accomplished. And then I'm going to just show a bit of Q&A and a couple of funny things and wrap it up for this week. And we'll be right back to normal afterwards. So the parking area is all finished up. I got plenty of room to back in a sawmill or anything now. We're all set. This little driveway is as gone as far as I'm going to go right now until we pull those stumps. After those stumps are all pulled, then that's going to go and it's going to loop around like that and come to the lower end of where the garden's going to be. And it's going to go over to where those log piles are. Like I said, folks, we have been busy. This little tractor does a real nice job of grading. I'm very happy with it. Very, very happy with it. So, we got all this cleaned up. That stuff's going to get cleaned up next. Lori's going to plant flowers and stuff around that big boulder. Then all of this is going to be garden. Okay? We got nice garden area. Here it is about 3 in the afternoon. We got a little bit of shade there from the pine that's behind me right there, but then the sun's going to be over there, and then the sun's going to move and that shadow will be over there. So this is great. I am so stoked. We got the pile of logs over there. Those are going to get milled up. Yep. So next in line, I'm going to cut that cherry tree, that one, and that one. And then that stump and those 2 stumps are going to get pulled. This is all garden area, but all of that area there is going to be a workshop. There's going to be a place for me to park the tractor or my quads and stuff. I can't wait to have that. And then these monster stumps over here, my friend is going to come over with his machine and pull these. I'm not going to try and do this with the little machine. Why put that much workload on it? See, these roots come way, way, way out, okay? Because there's ledge not too far under here. So all of these roots are entwined. I mean, they go way down there. So why put the strain on the machine? My friend's machine can come and pop these out. And then this is going to get nice graded down. Looking forward to that. So next week I will bring you up to date on the screen porch and a few other things that we got going on. like I said, we've been busy. We've gotten a lot accomplished. Well, good morning, everyone. Time for a few questions. I had taken the Q&A segment off of my videos for a little while, and a lot of people were wondering where they went. They missed them, they want them back, so I'll try to keep up with it. Some people love it, some people hate it, and that's why I put it at the end of the segment. If you're not into that sort of thing, you can just bail out and not be missing any of the other part of the video. Yeah, try to keep everybody happy, which is pretty hard to do on YouTube. Before I get started, I wanted to mention, and I mentioned this before, I really enjoy reading the comments that people leave. And I do my best to acknowledge everyone. I can't respond to everyone because sometimes there's around 1,000 comments, okay? And I don't like to sit indoors in front of the computer day in and day out. And that's why I don't put out multiple videos a week, because I don't have the time. But anyway, YouTube is screwing me again. Now, I don't know if this is happening to someone else, but if it is, and you know that they changed something or I'm missing something, please let me know. And I talked about the shadow banning and how they've pretty much hidden my channel. They've totally trashed everything. Now I'm getting a fraction of the views that I used to get. And every time that I get a new subscriber, I get an email notification. And on average, I'll get 3 to 4 dozen new subscribers a day. It's not a lot by any means. It's what I used to get like in 2014. But I'll get 3 to 4 dozen new subscribers, notifications, and then some days my sub count doesn't even change. Because when I sit down with my coffee in the morning, I write my sub count down, and the next day it's the same thing, even though I got 4 dozen new subscribers. All right, so YouTube has really trashed my channel, and it's getting to the point where I'm really losing interest, because I take the time to make the videos and then a lot more time to edit them and then drive all the way to town to upload them to put out free content. It's not like it used to be. So thank God for Patreon, and I said that before. And I want to thank everyone, because over the last month or so we had a lot of people join over there, and I want to thank you, and I hope you're enjoying the content over there. In fact, Lori's in town right now uploading a new video for Patreon. So thank God for that, because without that, I think I'd totally quit. My time is better spent doing other things. But I'm going to continue on, and hopefully things will get fixed. But in regards to the comments, I got sidetracked. When I go and I read the comments, I get to the bottom of the page, I would click show more. I read another page of comments, show more. And I do that until all the comments were read. Now I can't even access my comments. I go, there's a page of comments, hit show more, read a page of comments, it's done. No more show more. I can't advance any further. So I can't even access the comments that you folks are leaving me. So if you're not getting responses from me, it's not my fault, because I am trying to access the comments. So if I'm missing something, and if they change something, then you know how to access the comments, please let me know, because I want to know. I like reading the comments, okay? So don't think I'm blowing you off. All right, enough of that. Oh, I got some new Walmart readers here. The other ones, these little wire ones, right? See? I have them in my pocket and I sit on them, but these are a little more bulky and I can feel them better. All right. Since I shared my medical issues over this last year, a lot of people recommend the keto diet. I didn't go strict keto. I went very, very low carb, kind of borderline keto, because I'm trying to live too and have a life. And I did that for quite a long time, you know, a good portion of a year, and I'm off of it. Because I don't care how much food I ate, as busy as I am, and I am busy. I am a busy boy. I don't sit around in front of the computer. I'm going, I'm doing, I'm all day long. And it stripped the weight right off of me. It's a great diet for stripping weight, but I don't want to strip weight. And I got down in weight to where I was when I was a teenager. Screw that. I was miserable, okay? Miserable. So I'm off of that. I've gone back to living. And I'm going to live till I die. Now, I don't eat a bunch of garbage and drink myself into oblivion, and I don't smoke and all of that. But I'm going to live, and I'm going to live till I die, like I said. So, done with the keto. Question just come in the other day. You always see me talking about bubble foil, using the bubble foil. Someone saw that I sandwiched the bubble foil between the floor joist and the plywood. And they had asked if, doesn't the bubbles get squished, and how can it insulate? Well, it only gets squished that 1.5 inches on top of the floor joist. The rest stays, ballooned, all right, full of air. So, not a problem. It is the best insulation I have ever used for the application that I use it in. When I go underneath the cabin and I look up and that insulation is in the same condition, just like I put it up in 2017, thumbs up from me. We have warm floors. I get people that come in and they go, there's no way that it's that good, blah, 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 you're lying, you must run heat under there, whatever, believe what you want. We have warm floors, we are happy, I'm happy, and a lot of people that have been trying it are happy, and that's what counts. All right, how's Frankie? Frankie is well. He's just retired from YouTube and he's enjoying his pension. You'll see him in videos from time to time. Same with Tildy. When it's a good fit for the pups to be in, they're in. Okay, one last thing before we wrap it up. Remember my video a while ago when I talked about coffee enemas? Yeah, that's what it was, coffee enemas, okay? Oh, a lot of people wrote and said that, yes, they're real and they recommend them because it purges the liver. Yeah, I get it, but I'm not going to do it. I'm not into that. So, people find that video now, and the funny comments keep on rolling in. Okay, so I want to share a bit of that with you. All right, a lot of questions come in about the coffee enemas, like do you use decaf or do you use regular? Well, you can use either one. But I suggest that you use the regular because it'll really wake your ass up in the morning. Do you use fresh ground or whole bean? You can use either one, but if you go with the whole bean, make sure you get it, the one that's spelt with the H, H-O-L-E, for the coffee enemas. Someone recently said that only assholes have their coffee that way. Nice play on words there. You can drink it, regular coffee like that. You can have it an enema. And if you have an enema, you can have a crappuccino or an espresso. Morning coffee ain't what it's all cracked up to be. Now, people say you really should do this. You should try it to purge the liver. But if you do it, it's best that you use organic coffee. So, if you're looking for organic coffee, just get it at Starbucks, and then you'll be good to go. When you go to a little diner and you see the bun coffee maker, well, in the back room they have the bum coffee maker, and it's got these tubes and attachments and stuff coming out of it. If somebody invites you over for coffee, make sure they don't mean bent over. Good for you or not, I like to have my coffee in a cup, not in a bowl. But that's just the way we do things here in my neck of the woods. You all enjoy the rest of your Sunday. All the best to you folks. God bless.
Frankie and the boss out walking in the woods, living life happy and free. Tracks in the snow everywhere they go, there's a pokey way up in that tree. A beaver built a pond where they have some fun, taking life a day at a time. Best friends until the end. Frankie and the boss. Frankie and the boss. Frankie and the boss.